Tech Talk and Crypto Live. This is your weekday morning show where we bring you the latest and everything Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about how Bitcoin is primed and ready for a massive Bitcoin rally. Now, I am in my car once again, and I wanted to be on my computer, but unfortunately the Wi-Fi doesn't reach out here. I'm going to have to figure something out because we're going to be going on a few trips, and I want to make sure that I can stream on those trips. But for today, here we are. Won't have the luxury of having our charts with us today, but got it all up here in the Thinker. Know what's going on. We're going to talk about it. As you guys know, there's a lot going on in crypto right now. We went from crypto winter being crypto boring about a week ago to now everything has changed. Everything all at once has changed. There's so much going on. We're going to talk about all of it. We're going to talk a little bit about the Ben Armstrong BitBoy stuff. Not going to talk about it much. Talked about it a lot. There's a lot more to talk about than just Ben, so we're going to talk about the other things as well. I also want to talk a little bit about X, formerly known as Twitter, getting their licenses. As you guys have seen, those are some pretty big stories. We're also going to talk a little bit about the price and where Bitcoin is right now. At last check, it's sitting around $27,200. And we're going to discuss whether Bitcoin is ready for another major movement to the upside over the course of the next few weeks. Luckily, as I said, I have a lot of the technicals in my mind, so you can almost consider this like a little bit of a podcast. Someone said, hello to man in a van. Not in a van. I am in a car, but I kind of get your point. It's almost like we're living van life. We finally ended up. Just a little bit of backstory for any of you guys who care. Most of you probably don't, so you can just tune out for the next 2 minutes. We left early from Florida, where we live, because of Hurricane Idalia. Hurricane Idalia absolutely, not absolutely, but missed us quite a bit. It went pretty far west. It ended up tracking pretty far west. It looked like originally it was going to go basically right over our house. It ended up tracking a lot further west up towards Tallahassee. Hopefully, nobody was. Hopefully, none of you guys were in harm's way of Hurricane Idalia. But it was a very serious storm. Like I said, we ended up missing it. But we left early yesterday. We left early the day before yesterday on Tuesday, or late, not early, late. We left around 8 p.m. And any of you guys have ever gone on a road trip last minute with 2 children, one of them being 4 months old that is teething? It's a lot. There is a lot. So yesterday we were in Georgia, streamed from the car there. We are now at our location. We're at our destination. If you guys don't know, we were going to go on a vacation anyway on Friday. We need one. Haven't done anything like that in over a year, ever since I came back to the channel. So we really needed just some time to rest and recharge. But I wanted to do the stream, especially considering everything that's going on right now. I may or may not do the live stream tomorrow and on Monday. If I don't, I will make sure that there is a video up at this slot, so there's content at the regularly scheduled time. So let's talk a little bit about the markets and about where Bitcoin is. As you guys know, Bitcoin started this week significantly lower than it already was. On Tuesday, while we were live, as we were getting ready to flee the storm, Bitcoin went through a massive explosive rally and broke all the way up to almost $28,000. Bitcoin went through a major rally, and that was very exciting. And part of the reason that happened was because Grayscale actually won their case with the U.S. District Court of Columbia. The Court of the District of Columbia, excuse me. Get that a little bit backwards. Grayscale, basically, in their ruling, were given, in the ruling, the SEC has to go back and re-review the case, the Bitcoin ETF application that Grayscale had applied for, and the court also has the opinion that there was that it was unreasonable that the SEC had not approved their specific ETF application. So, with all of that in mind, what does that mean for Bitcoin? Well, what that meant for Bitcoin, and again, we're kind of talking history here, we're not so much talking about today, because frankly, I can't see a whole lot that's happened in the markets today. If you guys see anything, definitely let me know. Somebody asked, can I explain the BitBoy situation? I would love to give you a high-level overview of what's going on with that situation as well. That's one of the several stories that I'm currently tracking here. Excuse me, on the channel. Oh yeah, to kick all of that, I'm still sick, and I've been sick throughout all of this, and so is my family. So, a lot going on. With that ruling, it makes it a lot more likely that we're going to see Bitcoin ETFs approved, and it also makes it a lot more likely that anyone who gets denied for a Bitcoin ETF, after they've done everything that they really need to do to make that Bitcoin ETF take place, they're probably going to take it to court, and because there's historical precedence for Grayscale having for the SEC having no reasonable reason to deny their ETF, that leads everybody to the same conclusion that if you see a court case filed against the SEC, the court is probably going to rule on the side of the filer. And eventually, you're going to end up getting a court case that is filed where the court case is settled and decided in favor of the ETF application, not just where it's their opinion, but where they say, SEC, this is wrong, you need to approve an ETF. That's a ruling that you'll probably see. At the same time, that ruling also means that we're likely going to see an ETF application actually get approved, probably even before some of these deadlines come up. If you guys don't know, we see the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF application deadline coming up later next year. It's filed June 15th. It was June 15th, June 16th, somewhere around right in the middle part of June. That ETF application, of course, is 240 days in duration. They have to give an answer before the end of that time. And so I would not be surprised at this point to see an ETF approved. I think it was still likely that we're going to see Gary Gensler hold off on approving an ETF. We're probably going to still have to see a change in power. I would personally be very surprised if Gary Gensler ended up approving a Bitcoin ETF. But whoever his successor is going to be, first of all, probably will not be so staunchly anti-crypto. And secondly, will have an exorbitant amount of pressure from everyone, all sides of the aisle, to be able to go go ahead and approve a Bitcoin ETF. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let's go ahead and read some chat. Justin Shaw was first in chat today. Rock and Metal News in chat. Mike Lowry is here, said good morning. Justin Shaw said good morning. Philly Skills 1428 said, what up, my guy? GWSP said, YOLO. BTC Crypto Alerts, OC Pet Doctor, Crypto Mini Bike, iBlint. Hopefully no more BitBoy drama. Not going to talk about it the whole time. Probably will mention it just because it's I think it's important, but we're not going to talk about it the whole time. Joe Bollier is in chat, said, good morning, Jeb. Justin Shaw said, ready for good news? There is definitely some good news today. I'm excited to bring that to you. Objectively, Realty Objectively. That is a very cool name. Munzie Thomas in chat said, good day all. Cassia is in chat. Thomas Poe said, morning, everyone. Glad you and the family are safe, Jeb. Thank you. Yes, we are safe. Trying to figure out how to run a online business while being in a different state with no internet. Yeah, trying to figure that part out. But either way, GKIP1 said, Jeb the man. RF said, take care of you and your family. Will do. Jeb, you've been sick since 2021. Go see a doctor. We're trying to figure out what's going on with that because it really is a problem. So, forgive me on that. Scott Day says, stay hydrated, my friend. Right there. BitBoy story going deeper. Not sure if it's an AI tape, but it doesn't sound good. You'll have to share with me what you're talking about there, ICP Alpha. And that's something that you guys do need to keep in mind. This is interesting to me. This is very interesting to me. Artificial intelligence has gotten to the point now where a deep fake could make it look like TJ or Ben said something. I don't know if that has happened, but it is absolutely possible. Okay, it's absolutely possible. I'm not saying it has happened. I don't know of it happening, but it is possible. All right. Why are you in portrait, bro? Come on, the audio going backwards. Project Bangkok? I apologize. I am here. I'm doing my best. Would an ETF make it more centralized? Not necessarily, because a Bitcoin ETF is an investment tool that is used by funds that want to, and by individual investors that want to buy share in something that is not a stock, or can be a stock, excuse me, but they want to be able to buy either a group of stocks or something that's not traditionally considered a stock, but it can be traded like a stock. So that's what the point of an ETF is. You've got many different kinds of funds. You've got mutual funds. You've got index funds. You have ETFs, exchange traded funds. You've got all of these different funds, and essentially what they do, they do different things. Index funds, for example, track the overall market. You can buy them like a stock, and you can trade them like a stock. ETFs do something very similar, but they're calculated a little bit differently in the way they're priced. Mutual funds, for example, they close later on. They close at the end of the day with their net asset value. Most people tend to stick with index funds or ETFs. Obviously, there's actual securities and stocks. Looks like my headrest is touching the ceiling. Look at that, it is touching the ceiling. How about that? It's probably my son messing with it. So, a Bitcoin ETF, would it make us... ICP just said something. Hmm. Wow, I Blunt said, Jeb, how tall are you? I am 5'11". I'm 5'11". Thought September is historically a very bad month. To fill you in, Jeb, basically Ben was cheating on his wife with Duchess of DeFi, is what someone said. Okay, I will look into that as soon as I get off here. And as far as the hotspot, that's my plan. I couldn't get the hotspot working on my laptop yesterday, but I think that's what I'm going to try and do is get the hotspot working and then stream from my laptop. Wow. Yep. So I can't tell you guys if that is true, but that is something that is definitely the recording has been admitting to it. Sounds like nobody's business to me. Whew. Yeah, like I said, guys, we have to follow justice wherever justice may lead. And if the truth is that that's occurring, that's a problem. We don't know what's going on, though. As far as I don't personally, yeah. The only thing I can say about that is that we definitely would need to look at that. When I said the thing about the deep fake and stuff, I wasn't trying to say that that was deep faked because I don't know whether it is or not. Yeah. Jeb's always been the main channel, no shilling, just straight to the point. Yeah, look, guys, the point here is that Bitcoin is set up for a longer term rally. So let's just kind of break down what that looks like. Let's just break down what that looks like. Man, it's hard. Anyway, breaking down the current zeitgeist, if you will, with the cryptocurrency landscape. Bitcoin is currently sitting at a relatively local low. We've managed to see Bitcoin. Sorry, guys, that's just a shocking comment. I'm trying to collect my thoughts after reading that. Good lord. Anyway, Bitcoin wasn't a major rally. We saw that rally form because we saw Bitcoin have its ETF application approved. Excuse me, not approved. We saw BlackRock file an ETF application. Apologies for that. So an ETF application approved. Bitcoin went through a major rally up to $31,500. The SEC case was settled in favor of the SEC, in favor of XRP. XRP is not a security. On three or four counts, Ripple won that case. Bitcoin hit a local high, yearly high, around $31,500, $31,800, somewhere in that range. And from there, that ended up dropping quite aggressively, all the way back down to where we are right now. Bitcoin dropped down to just about $25,800, higher than where we dropped before. And when that occurred, we saw that Bitcoin had the Grayscale case settled. Grayscale settled Grayscale won the case, and the SEC has to re-review their application with the fact that there was that they're going that with that the opinion of the court. I'm going to read chat here for just a second. Really appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. We just need to move past all this stuff. It's just noise on our way to what we're really doing here in this space. We need to focus on what we're here for and not the noise around us. Ivan on Tech did a whole video with a recording of Ben telling his side. Wow. Yeah. I will look into the tape. What I will say, guys, is that we're in this era now where things can be. This is where I'm going to get in trouble, because if I say what needs to be said here, then people are going to say, "Man, Jeb, you're picking a side." And I'm not picking a side. I don't have a side in this. I don't have a side in this. I have a side in fairness. I have a side in truth. I have a side in justice. If there's wrong being done, it needs to stop, and we need to have facts of the case. It has always been a difficulty of the criminal justice system to establish what a fact is or not. And I don't know. Like I said, I have not seen this tape yet. I'm going to look at it um, for myself. And obviously, I'll end up making my own conclusions about whether I think it's real or not. And it very well may be. I have no idea. Not saying it's not. Not saying it is. I haven't seen it yet. What I will say is this is a pretty big situation with hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of people involved. And there's a lot of people that can profit off of this. And you want to. And it's just got to be careful. Yeah, you don't have to say anything. We see the facts and shadiness as two different sides. Yeah, look, like I said, this is just a mess. It's a mess, and a lot of times it's so easy for us to want to say one side is right, one side is wrong, but it's never, ever, ever that simple. It's never as simple as saying one side is right, one side is wrong. Normally, it's as simple as saying both sides are wrong. And so what do we do about that? That's where we really need the grace of the Lord to help guide us on what to do about a situation like this. Because those are some very serious allegations in my chat, and they very well may be true. I don't know. I would certainly hope they're not. You guys are saying there's facts, there's recordings. That's something to take seriously. Yeah. I don't believe I have repeated yet what that accusation is. A lot of opinions flying around about some people are saying Ben may have needed help, no reason to take his company. Yeah, like I said, I have no idea what the appropriate response would have been in a situation where those accusations and allegations are true. I don't know. I do not envy any of their positions. I don't envy uh, Ben. I don't envy TJ. I don't envy Justin. I don't envy um, Ben's family and all this, because one way or another, look, here's the deal. Here's the thing that I really want to kind of hammer home here. Ben's family and the family of all the people that work at Hit Network are the ones that are really suffering the most right now, because every single one of them just lost a lot of job security and financial security, financial stability. And it doesn't sound like, and as far as I know, I don't know of any of them having any part to play in this. There's always more to the story. Jeb, here's the video. Ivan has the facts. I will look into it. So, as far as Bitcoin's concerned, like I said, we're kind of going to go back and forth on this. We're talking market, we're talking culture. There's a major breakup going on in the culture. So it's important. Yes, no, guys, I definitely see it. Like I said, I would be going on there right now and looking at it. I just don't have internet out here, and I don't know if I have the ability to. Let me see if my laptop miraculously connected to Wi-Fi. If not, I'm going to. Let's. Am I still here? Hello, live. Did anything pause when I did that? This is only the second time I've ever streamed on my phone. Did that? Did anything happen there for just a second? Was there any kind of glitch? Small pause. Okay, so it's a pause. Cut out for a second. Yeah, you buffered. Okay, so that's what happened when I went on. See if I can get my. All right, am I back? See if I can get on my hotspot or something here. I would get out of the car, but I want to kind of maintain a little bit of privacy in where I am. Here we go. This might be me. See if I can get on some hotspot in here. No, I'm not going to be able to. All right, guys. Yep. So, anyway, I will look into that myself after the stream, and I will try and come up with a better solution here. So I think there's a pretty good take here in chat. Ninja Glock said, well, actually, as far as I didn't read the first part of that, what they're doing is nonsense. I'm not commenting on that. I'm not trying to say that's a good take. It might be, might not be. It's not my opinion. What he said is, any judge will see this, or civil jury. Excuse me. Okay, I apologize. Ninja Glock, nothing against you. I did not read all of that. What I was saying is a good take, is where you said it boils down to how the company is structured and who owns what, though, and how much they own. That's what I was saying is a good take. We need to kind of, that's really ultimately the way it goes, is it comes down to that. Yep. Ivan on Tech has half video of Ben telling a story. So anyway, where Bitcoin is going from here. Dude, all the AI stuff sounds weird. It's got strange pauses and timings. This is real. Cody Sword, I'm not commenting on this for the sake of. I'm just going to tell you this part just because I think it's interesting, not because I'm saying that this was AI. I'm not trying to say that it was AI at all. I have no idea. But they have actually. You can look up AI Drake, AI Kanye West, AI Morgan Freeman, and it is almost indiscernible that it's not literally them. And part of the reason is because, like, for example, Drake, the rapper, he sings with autotune. If you look up AI Drake, the AI wrote a song in Drake's style and sang it with no autotune, so it sounds more like Drake than Drake does because Drake has autotune on his voice and this AI doesn't. It's crazy what artificial intelligence is capable of now. Hey, Mike Lowry. Sorry, Jeb. Did you shout out to Mine for Youth? Hi, GKip1. Did you shout out to Mine for Youth? Thank you. It's down because we're all worried about Bitcoin hitting network while they dump crypto. I don't think they're big enough to dump crypto. I don't think they're big enough to dump crypto no matter what happens over there at the company. Wait, is this stream AI? Glitch in the Matrix. Nope. Stream's not AI. Not AI. I'm not. Anyway, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it out. I'm gonna try and find a better solution for this. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I do apologize for the. As far as I don't know if I actually apologize for being on a phone video. I think that's pretty cool because if I stream from my phone, I'm able to stream from some cool locations. But we do need to go and look at that information. So, guys, like I said, I am going to wrap it out. People care more about YouTube influencers, religious beliefs, and relationship status than the strongest bottom signal yet. Well, buy a Starlink for travel. That's a cool idea. If you're near Atlanta, I've got Wi-Fi for you. A few hundred miles from Wi-Fi. From Wi-Fi. Down in the middle of the Pacific, guys. A few hundred miles from Atlanta. It's all noisy. It'll be old news soon. Stick to the game plan. FinSov. That's right. That's right, guys. FinSov never changes. Whatever happens with Ben and BitBoy, the individual and the brand, Bitcoin's here to stay. So that's the main point. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. As I said, I am going to wrap it out. There's not a whole lot of other news going on, but I will try and make sure to bring you guys anything that I find relevant and important. I thank you all for tuning in today. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.